Hello everybody, today I have the pleasure to propose to you this key 80 entitled Practical Awakening, for which we're gonna focus on love. Love with a capital letter and not love, let's say, emotions, feelings, you know, the couple, even if I treated this theme and the topic through the key 60 that I really invite you to watch, because it's rich of information, tips, advice, and techniques. Love is not at this point the physical love, that's to say sexuality. This is same a topic I invite you to watch, the key 59, for which I give a lot of tips and advice as well. As a fresh reminder regarding the previous video, on which we insist on the fact to love yourself, okay, first, we explained the fact that on Earth there are main two pillars, which are like duality, two energies, love and fear. High vibration, low vibration, okay, unity, fragmentation, segmentation, okay. So concretely, what is unconditional love? It's to love without any condition, of course, to have any expectation and anything in return, okay, without any comparison. It's like loving your child. You don't prefer one or another one, of course, normally, let's say. It's about accepting someone as this person is and not as you wish this person be. Is not to shade the person, is not to impose conditions and so on, okay. It is altruistic, okay. Altruistic, it means that it is not navel gazing, is not self-oriented, it is towards people. It's to spread for free, okay, and for the pleasure, for the love of loving, okay. Is also not to love everybody with the same intensity, of course, murderers and so on, it is difficult, the dictators, but let's say to tolerate, to accept, and not necessarily to appreciate, okay? There is a subtle difference. Love yourself first, very important. We insist so much in the previous video. If you don't like yourself, you don't honor the life, okay, the living, okay, the gift you receive as a present of the presence, and you can work on it. It's up to you to spend time to have introspection, self-analysis, and so on and so forth. But it's really important to love yourself, not to be in the narcissistic dimension, of course, but to be grateful for what you have. Otherwise, once again, I insist, it's up to you to work on you. You have the key 81 and 82 for that, okay? For you to do the job, for investing time, passion, love to improve yourself. Well, what are the techniques for love, for which is high vibration of unity? First, I invite you to do a diagnosis of the 10 most important person in your network. Your wife, your husband, your partner, whoever, your parents, your kids, your best friends, and so on, okay? Top 10, okay? For which, try to visualize what you like, what you don't like, okay? What's the percentage of both? And, you know, the true love, I mean, it's to appreciate someone who as he is, or as she is. You know, a friend of mine, yes, sometimes is a bit aggressive, or sometimes is but I appreciate as he is. Sometimes we have arguments, and it's not a big deal. I like, because he has his personality and so on. My wife said to me one day, yeah, it would be flat if we never argue. Well, by the way, it's really rare, and it's never lasts more than 20 minutes, and it's never violent and so on. And I do agree. We love also our, not fight moments, but our arguments. It's part of the game, okay? Appreciating, loving the imperfection of someone. Nobody is perfect, okay? It's a matter of fact, is human, okay? So appreciating that is to be aware of the fact is a full package, is a holistic dimension. Try to do the same with you, okay? Because it's easier to do with other people, but I invite you to try to do, to list, okay? To visualize what you like within yourself, okay? With yourself, and what you like, what you dislike, okay? And what you don't love with yourself. Try to see the corrective action to face, to cope with. Try to make the list of 10 people who brought you positive things and help you to evolve and feel the love and send the love to this person, okay? And send gratitude. Try to do the same with famous people, okay? For which you send love, and once again, emitting love is already, you have already the return back unconsciously, because just the fact to emit love makes you happy, okay? Do action of love, and it means to give help, okay, to give hands, okay, take attention, or I don't know, help someone, or do anonymously, okay. It's even more intense, okay. It creates oxytocin. Oxytocin is the hormones of happiness, the strongest one, okay, the one you have with the sexual orgasm, okay. Climax, sorry. So, and also it's the fact to share, because once you have oxytocin, you belong to something higher than the egotic presence. It's like belonging to universe, okay? Y-O-U, universe, unity, okay? The unity within you. And you feel vibrating the word, and it's like, yeah, you do something, you know, when you have a global vision of, you have a family, okay? The happiness of your children, of your parents, I mean, if there is no conflict, of course, but is yours as well. It's the same, okay? Who is scoring in a team? We don't care. The goal is to win as a team, teamwork, and also team spirit. It's the same principle. Try to thanks and to thanks God, or the source, or the universe, whatever, for what you have in general, okay, for what's happening in general as an experience. Try to say I love you for elements of nature. When I go on for walking, very often I take a flower and I say I love you, or I see a pup, let's say a dog or an animal, and so on, and say, oh, you're so cute, I love you, and so I swear to you. And then it allows me to vibrate. I love, for example, trees. My kids is always hugging the trees, as I'm doing as well. And it sends gratitude. Okay, why I'm green today? Because is the color of the chakra, the central chakra of heart. It is also the frequency of nature. Okay, if it's just abundance, okay? The fact that Mother Earth is giving you some food and so on, we have everything in abundance. It is a proof of love as well. And the recognition of that, the fact to be grateful for that, it is sending love and receiving by effect love as well. Love someone, say I love you within, I mean in your mind, someone that you just freshly meet, or an element of the system, okay? I love you the road, I love you internet, I love you all this kind of thing that you, if we are alone on a remote island, sorry, we wouldn't be able to recreate anything, even a table, nothing at all, okay? So we depend on the, let's say, other people, on the humanity, Y-O-U, humanity. We are part of it, okay? It's like if, imagine there is an inner conflict in between my liver and my stomach, or my heart and my mind. No, okay? So it's a full package. It's the same. And this is the new era, the new civilization, the new humanity, finding back its own humanity. Well, try to visualize someone you dislike, and to try to describe why you dislike this person, and try to find some elements that you can love, you can appreciate, okay? Because it's never binary. It's always yin-yang, systematically. Try to love an ex partner. It's not without, I mean, sexual dimension, of course, but to love you experience, your relationship, even if it's painful. It brought you that. It allows you, if you had some corrective action, if you are peaceful with that because you work on it and so on, you clean up all this. Actually, to still, personally, I told you, I have no conflict with anybody on this planet. I have no anger towards any single human beings on this planet. Then I feel light. Light in both senses. Whitelessness and light, enlightened. Okay, enlightened, sorry. Enlightened. Well, anyway, but you know, this is simple, is what Marianne Williamson say. When you open up your heart and your light, because light with a capital letter is a synonym of love, is allowing indirectly and unconsciously other people to do so. Okay? That's the principle of be the change that you want to see in the world, and don't wait that everybody is doing for to embody and to incarnate this love. Show compassion with bad people, in quote mark, who are not gentle, who are aggressive and so on, and try to see that they are suffering. So sending love allows you to discharge this bad energy. You know, I've been fired as a shit when I was 30 years old by my company. I was doing my results, okay, with the forecast and so on. I was the only one in the company at this moment, and I've been fired. I never send bad energy to this person, my manager. I always send love and light. And believe or not, now she's one of our best clients, and there is good connection now. It's a peace, and I'm peaceful with her, and she's peaceful. I hope so. Maybe she still have something, but I don't know. But anyway, what I try to tell you, it's really transmuting bad energies. The darkness, we can transmute it. We are invited to transmute everything, all the darkness, into light, to elevate and to ascend. This is a true ascension. Is not to fly in the sky, of course not. Try to visualize an experience that you would describe as a negative, and to thanks and to send love for this experience and this experiment. Try to do so. Try to see someone who made you some bad things, shaking their hands, sending gratitude and love, and hugging this person, and seeing this person eventually, doing apologize, crying and so on. And then you imagine that you are lighter and lighter and lighter because you have no matter anymore. Okay? Actually, this is a guided meditation. I invite you to do it. It's 20 minutes for which you just have to listen properly. And it's the key 33 bis. Okay? It's a guided meditation to release your bad energy and for the forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the key as well. Forgiveness, actually, this is the principle of Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is a Hebrew celebration for which Yom means the day, Kippur means purification. You are purified if you ask the forgiveness to someone. You did bad things towards this person, and this person doesn't have the choice. I mean, the person has the choice, but to purify himself or herself, she or he needs to accept your forgiveness. Okay, so it's to break, you know, the Talionis, an eye for an eye law, for which you are punched and you punch back. Okay, it's the same thing. You know, it's always up to us to decide. You receive stones, either you send back, okay, to the person with more aggressivity, and then it's endless, it's a loop, okay, war for war and so on. Or you take these stones and you put on the ground, and you do your own path, okay, your luminous path, and you don't give back what you receive. Okay, doing the experiments of what you are not is a blessing, allowing to know what you are deeply. Empathy is the fact to project your into the integrated system of a person, psychology and so on, history and so on, to try to have compassion, to have an understanding of this behavior. Also, is the nonviolent communication basically is to understand someone, and also to visualize the frustration, the perception of the person, and what the person would like. And you do so. You present what you feel, the perception, why you feel frustrated, for example, and what you would like. Okay, by putting that on the table, if the person is in the same mood than you, wants to improve as a consensus, it's change things. It's for conflict management, for war, for diplomacy, for whatever. You know, I teach that. It's officially taught in Denmark since 2014. Since 2000, I think it should be taught in all programs of school. In the revolutionary school, the new program I propose in the orphanage in Bali, concretely, this is what we do. I teach that, and honestly, you know, Dalai Lama said the following, and we can apply for empathy, is exactly the same. If meditation were taught children from the age of 8, we would eliminate violence in the world within 1 generation. Is exactly the same. If we do so, actually we will change completely. Within 1 generation to generation, we would have the new era, the new humanity, and we would be very far away from what we live now, the Darwinism, the an eye for an eye, and so on. This is the future old vision. Once again, is easier to fight, to give back, okay? Is more difficult, is more subtle, and is a strong is a strength, as a great force to forgive, not to forget, to forgive, and also to radiate, to give love. Life is a gigantic mirror. This is a technique as well. Try to see how your thoughts through that, okay? We are mirror, which by reflecting, inspiring each other in infinite way. This is you can find this sentence in 99 quotes sentence I wrote. This is synthesis of sentences. It is given for free. You can download from my website aureliemilo.com, and actually same, this is unconditional love. When all my books, imagine I have this video, I spend 20 hours per week almost with doing some research and so on to give to people I will never see. Okay, so if it's not unconditional love, or I wrote 16 books in my life, and I give for free. Even one of them that I wrote here is not translated in English. You have only 4 in English translated. I pay for that. Imagine I pay to translate them. I mean, to edit them. Imagine, so I pay to be read and to help people. Okay, so if it's not a gift, time plus money. For example, this one in audiobook is 27 hours. I went here in a studio. So 27 hours. I record during 44 hours. Okay, there was no air conditioning because otherwise I was doing noise. So I was sweating. I was doing like 7 hours per day. I was completely dead. I was taking 1 hour to go there and so on. So imagine, this is really unconditional love. Okay, but another example of the mirror, Baal Shem Tov, a great Jewish mystic, said the following: the man next to you is your mirror. If your own face is pure, the image you perceive will be also perfect. On the other way around, if you see a default in the man next to you, it is your own imperfection that you discover. It is shown what you need to correct about yourself. Okay, if you are uncheckable, it means that you are aligned. If you still have something, and maybe something is not solved within you. So that's why life is a mirror, and also reflecting you what you have to correct. This is exactly what it has been said just here. Actually, another point I wanted to tell you, a technique is the golden rule. The golden rule, to make it short, don't do to other what you wouldn't want other do to you. Okay, or in other way, positive way, do to other what you would like people do for you. Concretely, you find it, most people think it is from Jesus. It is in Christianity, it is in Judaism, it is in Islam, it is in Confucianism, Taoism, Zoroastrianism, Jainism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and so on and so forth. Okay, in the whole civilization is the pillar of the collaboration, and actually this is a world heritage. Okay, and all the religion, all of them, all spirituality goes on that way. All the roads lead to Rome and to this golden realm. So it's important to think like, yeah, I behave as I would like to be behaved. Okay, I give a lot because I receive a lot. Okay, to be honest, but I aspire that people do so as well. Okay, be the change that you want to see in the world. But I'm not waiting that people first do this first step for me to do it. Okay, I give first, then I will receive. Okay, always in this way. This is really important, to be at peace with everyone, to be to neutralize and to be at peace with everyone, to be peaceful, appeased with everyone. It means that concretely you have no inner conflict anymore. You know, Sham et Tabrizi say the same, the following: if you want to strengthen your faith, you will have to soften your heart because of illness, accident, loss or fear. In one way or another, we all face incidents that teach us to become less selfish, less judgmental. Others show us through our compassion and generosity what's truth. However, some people learn the lesson and manage to be gentler, while others become even worse. The only way to approach the truth and the divine is to open up your heart to encompass all humanity, humanity, and there is still room for more love. This is super beautiful. By the way, you can find a book that I loved really. It's 40 Rules of Love. It's written by Elif Shafak. This is really important. Accept and bless the opposites. Okay, how to know what you are, because the opposites reveal what you are. How you know the true I am? By the true I am with the experience of what I am not. Okay, so opposites allows us to move forward. It's not similarities or regularities to make us progress in life, but opposites. All the opposites of the universe are present in each of us. The believer must meet the unbeliever who resides within him, and the unbeliever should learn to know the silent believer within him. Until one reaches the stages of illumination, the perfect human being, faith is a gradual process that requires its apparent opposites, unbelief. As advice, there is only 3. Don't try to love everybody, 100% of humanity. You know, by the way, there are 8 billions. You don't know all of them. So, by definition and by supposition, you can love by advance or don't hate those you don't know. So, even if you love 70% of the humanity, is already good. Okay, if you like 60% of someone, it's fine. But try to decipher the fact that there is yin-yang, small part in everybody. A friend of mine, when he is drunk, is completely aggressive and so on. But I see the friend and I love him. I don't like this dark side, but it's like this. It's part of the game. There is no perfection. Don't force yourself. No need to feel, you have to feel the need to free yourself from the burden of negativity. Very important, because you reduce your vibration and you affect your ascension. As a conclusion, I could say that every time you have an event, a situation, you meet someone and so on, try to visualize, I am in love, I am within the energy of love, of unity, and or fear and hate, hatred, and so on. As I started, unconditional love is a type of love that is free from condition and limitation. This means that unconditional love is given without any expectation or demands by return. Concretely, it is a cement of subtle cements of a new society, new civilization, the new era with new humanity, for which love will be our substance, our essence, and also our main food. I invite you to meditate of all this. I hope it will help you to shape the master key to open up the door of consciousness, of love, or whatever you want. As you know, all roads lead to Rome and to the Dome. Thank you for your attention, and see you very soon.